Hello and welcome to ISTV News. I'm Gabby Goldmay with the news today. First, the headline. Ningol Chakauba celebrated widely all over Manipur and beyond with fervor and gaiety. Now the news in detail. The greatest festival of Manipur, Ningol Chakauba, celebrated on the second day of new moon in the month of Hyanghae in Manipuri calendar annually, was celebrated today with fervor and gaiety throughout Manipur and at other places wherever Manipuri people inhabit. The main feature of the festival is that married sisters and daughters are invited by their brothers and fathers to their parental homes and offered a sumptuous feast. Later, after the feast, fathers and brothers present gifts to their daughters and sisters. Apart from every household, various civil society organizations also organized mass programs of Ningol Chakauba in which young women of different communities were invited with a view to strengthening the bond of love and unity among the communities living in the state. A special program of Ningol Chakauba was organized for the differently able women by the Relief Center for the Welfare of the Differently Able Persons, Manipur, at the office of the center located at Maglang Bazaar in Imphal West today. Member of Patsoy Zilla Parishad T.H. Sumanta, chairperson of NCUI Project Coordination Committee, Gina Posangbam, Pradhan of Sapam Lekay Gram Panchayat, A. Biswarzit, Pradhan of Maglang Gram Panchayat, O. Tondon, etc. were present at the program as the main guest. Many differently able women from different parts of the state attended the second Ningol Chakauba program organized by the center. The main guest of the celebration presented gifts to the invitees on behalf of the center. Zilla Parishad member T.H. Sumanta expressed his appreciation over the program and wished the center that it would be able to organize such programs successfully in future too. Chairperson Gina Posangbam said, "We should not look down upon the differently able persons. They also can do what we can do," she said. A differently able woman who was one of the invitees praised the center for inviting the differently able women to the Ningol Chakauba program, which any other organization does not do. This program has given them moral courage, she said.
Handicap sing Takobi was it my lip Chantanakobi was Sam Night and a quick Damotomo Angamba, Nimo Takobo Nistangamba Katobi was there.
Former president of the Relief Center, C.H. Upendra, said the center organized a program for the differently able women with a lot of efforts. A society cannot be complete without them. The center is preparing to organize a second Disabled Mela in connection with the observance of World Disabled Day on December 3rd. He appealed to the differently able women to start making whatever items they are good at making. He also appealed to the elected members of the Manipur Legislative Assembly to do something for the differently able women.
Society must have pada disabled yaudna society must have payaro. Pithivina disabled like kabaja galete. Nakoi kenta dugi wakal handu bayade. Nakoi na toriba nonge pasalam na ngamdaba mayaman nui toriban. Madu ita mutan nui saukhoka daban. Nakoi saukhona himbaduni pithivina saukhoka yautorisi.
Salai apunba nupi lamjing loop Sanulal also celebrated Ningol Chakauba festival at the office of the Loop at Tingamaka for the second time. During the celebration, a grand feast was held with the presence of orphans and destitute women from various places. As part of the celebration, gifts were presented to them by the Loop today. Now let's take a look at the national and international news. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today met journalists for the first time after assuming the office at the BJP headquarters in the national capital. Modi praised the media for their coverage and reporting on Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. Modi said, "You have turned your pen into a broom from my Swachh Bharat Abhiyan." He added, "I see media playing a major role in changing the country. Many governments are being forced to wake up. Writing about the Clean India drive is a service to the nation, Modi's speech only focused on his Clean India campaign and the media's effort to highlight it. I am happy that the media is highlighting the Clean India campaign. I thank you for it. This is a big service being done. The venue was packed with journalists, editors from various newspapers, television channels. Remembering his association with the media, Modi said, I also used to put chairs here waiting for you people. I have had a friendly relation with you, always kept the media at arm's length. Modi used the event to build a relationship with the media. Congress in Kerala has expressed strong resentment against an article carried by RSS journal Kesari allegedly running down India's first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru. On getting a complaint seeking action from KPCC General Secretary Suranad Rajasekharan, State Home Minister Ramesh Chenithala has asked DGP K.S. Balasubramanian to examine the issue and take action if necessary. The editor of the weekly, however, stood by the article and stoutly refuted Congress allegations. The article by BJP State Committee member B. Gopalakrishnan said, actually, Nehru was responsible for the partition of the country and other tragedies, including Gandhi's assassination. The write-up also said Nehru was a selfish leader who concealed important facts from Gandhi on the partition and eventually kept him away from the final round of discussions. Union Minister Nitin Gadkari today met RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat and discussed important issues, but said there was no talk on politics in Maharashtra, where BJP is in the process of government formation. The meeting took place a day after Maharashtra BJP President Devendra Fadnavis, said to be a front-runner for the chief ministership, called on the RSS chief. The Lok Sabha MP from Nagpur came to Sang building in Mahal in eastern part of the city on a two-wheeler. Congress MP Shashi Tharoor took up Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Clean India challenge and was seen cleaning a beach in Thiruvananthapuram. Tharoor said, if Prime Minister of India is sincere about Swachh Bharat, I have a project to clean up the Parvati Puthenar Canal in Thiruvananthapuram, which will need hundreds of crores. He added, I was joined by local residents of Vizinjam, the Congress councillor and people's representatives, the president and secretary of the local Jamnath. He said that the central government to put in more efforts. Swachh Bharat should not be just a photo opportunity. I'm going to appeal to the central government to do more to bring about a true change. I'm not labeling this effort. I had not even invited the media. If you want to give it a label, you can. Tharoor was recently removed as Congress spokesperson for praising Narendra Modi. A planned launch of balloons by South Korean activists to send leaflets to North Korea today with messages critical of its leader turned into a clash with residents of the border area who said the move will threaten peace between the Koreas. Hundreds of residents of the city of Paju near the heavily militarized border turned up in a show of force, many elderly farmers and some driving tractors aimed at blocking roads, to try and stop the launch of the leaflets by anti-North Korean groups. North Korea has threatened unspecified military action if the launch were to be allowed by South Korean authorities and said it could scuttle planned inter-Korean talks aimed at easing tensions and improve ties. The authorities in Mali have confirmed the death of the country's first Ebola patient, a 2-year-old girl. The World Health Organization said the toddler had traveled hundreds of kilometers by bus from Guinea through Mali, showing symptoms of the disease. More than 40 people known to have come into contact with her have been quarantined. The girl was being treated in the western town of Kayes after arriving at the hospital on Wednesday. The girl's mother died in Guinea a few weeks ago, and the child was then brought by relatives to Mali. Guinea, Liberia, and Sierra Leone have seen most of the 4,800 Ebola deaths. NASA's Solar Dynamics Observatory has spotted an image of a gigantic sunspot, the largest in the last 24 years. The flare erupted from a particularly large active region dubbed as AR12192. The sunspot soon grew to be the largest active region observed in the current solar cycle, a periodic change in the sun's activity and appearance which began in 2008. This is the fourth substantial X-class flare from this active region since October 19. X-class denotes the most intense flares, which, while the number provides more information about its strength. Solar flares are powerful bursts of radiation. Harmful radiation from a flare cannot pass through Earth's atmosphere to physically affect humans on the ground. These can also disturb the atmosphere in the layer where GPS and communication signals travel. Before we end the headline once again, Ningol Chakoba celebrated widely all over Manipur and beyond with fervor and gaiety. That's all we have for now. Stay tuned for more updates and happy Ningol Chakoba.